Alright, Fook, anybody else watching, we have a few questions about some of the things we currently do on UPS World Ship that we're not sure how we're going to do in Connect Ship. So we're going to show you what we currently need to do sometimes and see if you could give us some information of how we're going to do that in the future. So the first thing we're going to go over is reprinting labels. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to go into the history information of customers that we've already processed packages for today. And right here, this gentleman, Roy, say somebody on site needed a reprint of the tracking number, or maybe when the label was printing out, the piece of paper tore, the label tore, and so we're going to need to reprint this out. So Roy's label tore, we won't be able to send it out, so we need to reprint another copy. So in WorldShip currently, I right click, I go down to the reprinting of package labels, and that's pretty much it. The label prints out and it's the same as the previous label before. UPS wouldn't be able to use two of the same tracking number that were going out or anything like that, so I don't think that would so much be the issue, and we're always good about throwing stuff away, but we will need the option of reprinting in case we need to either use this as our copy, or sometimes we like to make copies of this and we'll write void over the top of it so that we can hand these labels to somebody else. So I'm not sure how we're going to reprint the label. The next thing would be voiding a label. If you look up at the screen, you can see we already did a couple tests earlier today. I'm going to run one more of that same similar type of thing to show you within WorldShip about deleting. So within WorldShip, I currently scan my order, and so this is the customer's package information. So normally we would make sure everything's correct and then we would process the shipment. But with express packages, all next day packages, all second day packages, we're supposed to enter in the dimensions, so the length, the width, and the height. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and process this shipment without doing the length, width, and height. And so there's where the mistake was made. The wrong dimension was put in. So I need to go back into the history, and I'll go to the customer, and then once I select the customer, I go up here and I click void. And then that makes it where the tracking number and whatever we were previously going to be billed for this package will not take place. So then we go back, and of course we want to make sure we do the order correctly. So we scan the order, and then we go ahead and we enter in the dimensional weight like we're supposed to, and you can see the shipping cost will change slightly. We'll process the shipment. And there's our label with the correct dimensional size on it. That's pretty much it for, as you can see, there's other reasons why we may void a label, but we just need to know how we would void a label if necessary. Now currently, Insiders and WorldShip are two separate things, and I know we're integrating the two together. So this is our customer that we just voided her slip, but just for reference purposes, I'm going to use the same tracking information now. And so we select the method, which I know this information will be automated for us, and then we'll scan the tracking number, which I know this would be automated for us too. But if for some reason the wrong tracking number was entered, or information posted the wrong way, I know on the new system it shows the tracking number here as opposed to here, but we have the option here of deleting this in case this information was incorrect. So when we delete this, it takes the tracking information off of this order, but it does save some of the stuff in the private notes so we know what happened. Currently, when we finish the order, even right now through Insiders, right now a confirmation email would have been sent to the customer to complete the order. Now, even though this is the wrong tracking number, and once I delete the tracking number, that probably does not unsend because it says that the order is still completed and that the confirmation email has been sent even though the correct tracking number has not been applied. When we go to apply the correct tracking number, it loads it back down here. Now I know most of that should be automated for us now, but say we enter in the wrong DIN weight. I know it's only going to be highlighted and then we press enter to select that being the correct DIN weight, but somebody could make this mistake where they scan the wrong dimensional weight, or the dimension, excuse me, they scan the wrong dimensions and they don't realize it until they press enter, and then they realize, oh, okay, I posted the wrong one. How will we remove those dimensions and that email that has now been sent to the customer? Maybe we don't remove the email that's being sent to the customer, but if there was a way for us to at least send another email, because this already says that the order's been completed, I don't believe that a second email is being sent. Maybe a second email is being sent and there is no problems, but it would be nice to know that information. Another problem that occasionally occurs, and I can't really show this one, but Insiders has problems with duplicate tracking numbers being used, where this tracking number has been used once before in another order a long time ago, whether it be a week ago, a month ago, a year ago, 2 years ago, but this tracking number has been generated before, and when we scan this into Insiders, it does not want to allow us to post that information to the account. If everything's being automated and the tracking numbers are just auto posting to the accounts, how will we deal with the occurrence of a number that was duplicated? Either A, it's not going to have any problems and we don't really need to worry about it, or B, this could create a problem, because I know sometimes when we enter a number that has already been entered previously in the system before, it sometimes does not save the information to the private notes. We did an example earlier and it did save to the private notes, but not always does it. So with duplicate tracking numbers, we're unsure how the system will react, and since Insiders and WorldShip used to be two separate things, and now they're becoming one, we just want to be able to understand how we'll be able to use these functions together in this new format. Thank you.